So I remember when the Titanium Award was created, and at the time, Dan Wyden said that the Titanium Award has to point to a new North Star. It has to begin to define for the industry the most important work and show a way forward. I think his language was it has to show the path forward. And so as we've come together as a jury, we've talked a lot about what does that still hold and what do we want to add to that? How, when we say the work has to be important, what does the work have to define and deliver? And we talked a lot about the fact that it has to change the business in a fundamental way, and it has to change the industry. It has to signal for us a new way and a different way of thinking. So it's a pretty high bar. The entries in this category should be, the best work that we collectively aspire to. We're judging 2 years of work. So we've got 19 and 20 within the collective slate that we're looking at. And I would say with the themes that are consistent, which won't surprise you, are themes of unity. So you definitely see, especially in 2020, the work is signaling the importance of what was happening across the globe and how people were coming together to solve, significant and huge health problems, societal problems, and economic problems. You also see equity reflected in the work, the importance of equity, the importance of inclusion, the value of diversity. You see that in many aspects of the work. And then you see really smart uses of technology and data. I mean, there's so many cases where it really lights up your mind in terms of what is possible and some of it is really simple. There's a few examples of work. One I'm thinking of specifically that it uses such a simple technology of Google Maps, but turns it into a brilliant piece of work tied to the core insight of what prevents a consumer from leveraging this brand and brings that together in a way that changes the way you think about shopping there. So there's I'd say the themes are around equity and inclusion, unity, and then just enablement of technology and data to really make the work sing. My first year going to Cannes was 1999. So I had been going to Cannes for many, many, many years. And I always share with people that back in 1999, Cannes was a creative show. So it had maybe a quarter of the people it has today. Much smaller show, much more focused on the creative output of our industry. But back then, and I always tell people, go old days on Cannes, because back then we spent all of our time in the Palais. We walked the floor, we walked the walls, we looked at the work, we debated the work in the hallways, we attended the press conferences where the jury was talking about the work, and then we went to the Palais and sat through, session after session of our peers in the industry and their brilliant thought leadership. So I always encourage people, do Cannes that way. Actually use it to become smarter, to become a better student of the industry, and to learn from people around the globe and how different markets and countries are bringing the work forward. It is such an opportunity to just luxuriate in the craft that is advertising and marketing, but you have to apply yourself. You have to choose to really take it on that way. So I go back to, being a student of the industry and really diving into the work. My hope for the future of the festival is that it continues to be it continues to be the crucible of education and celebration of the best work in our industry, and that we continue to have a really high bar for what we collectively enter, and we as juries continue to debate and push that best work forward. And as an industry, it just continues to propel us and educate us all on how we support clients in the businesses that they're driving and do it with, ideas, tech, and data in a way that is really powerful.